my channel. I'm your girl Destiny, and we are back today with another session of Des with the Mess. Now, as you can see, my background is a little different. I am on vacation this week because it is my birthday tomorrow. I am a Valentine's Day baby. So yes, I am in a cabin. I am out of town, so don't pay my background on mine. But at the end of the day, you should see I am consistently going to send this content. No matter what is going on, I'm still going to make it a point to get the content out to you guys. So hopefully you all, can see the passion behind what I'm doing. And subscribe down below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up like button. It's the easiest way to support my channel. So we are going to go ahead and get into this review because we are on episode 5 of Joseline's Cabaret Las Vegas. And it was a whole mess. Like a whole mess. So let's go ahead and get into these notes. So they start off, first and foremost, welcome to Vegas, baby. I don't know what she's saying. That song. I wanna ride. That song it's catchy. I'm not gonna lie to you, but she struggles so much when it comes to like finding the beat. Like, oh my gosh. But that song is catchy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but it just anyway, let's go ahead and get to this review. So they pick back up where they were all arguing. K Kapri and Wet Wet were fighting because everyone, they announced the 5 people that were picked, and that was Jordan, Riri, Lollipop, Lexi Blow, and Amber. So, she was clapping for everybody, congratulating everybody. And I can see how the other girls kind of felt like she was being extra. Like she was probably kind of trying to be cute, trying to be smart. Like, I don't know. And people are just irritated with Wet Wet in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? But K Kapri, I'm sorry. You was really just big mad that you didn't get picked. And I am a K Kapri fan. Like, if you go back to my other videos, she was like my favorite person, like starting out the season. And now I'm kind of just like, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that. So anyway, they pick up on the fight, and either one of them can fight, if you ask me. Now I can't tell if it's because they had, the heels on at the time or whatever, but neither one of them can fight. They wasn't really throwing no blows. They was tripping all over the place. The hits weren't landing. It was just a bunch of I don't know. So Wet Wet's boobs are all out. That was just my main thing I got from her the whole time. Like, her boobs are just, they're always out, but during the fight I'm like, dang, like she didn't even put them away for the fight. But anyway, so now everyone begins to jump Wet Wet. So Diamond jumped in it, and Raven, and I couldn't remember what her name was, and it hit me later. Raven jumped in the fight after Diamond did, because Diamond and Raven are like this. Diamond is just, I don't know what it is about her wanting to jump people all the time. Anytime someone's in a fight or a scuffle, she just calls herself I feel like she's just trying to get camera time, if you ask me. And Raven is like her friend, so she jumps in too. And I don't approve of none of that jumping stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, square up with her one-on-one, do it that way. But that's just my opinion. So, Diamond jumped in the fight, Raven jumped in as well. And then after everything was over, K Kapri was explaining why she fought her to Joseline. Joseline's like, why are y'all fighting her? Why y'all jumping her? She's like, I'm not mad about losing. I understand that people are going to lose. Da, da, da. You really seem like a sore loser, though. You really do. You really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like Wet Wet, like I said, I feel like she can be irritating, but I don't think at that moment she was being condescending. That's just my opinion. So, But Joseline was just like, this is too much. Everybody assumed it was because she lost, which I feel like that's what it was. And then like Wet Wet and K Kapri got into it again. Now she threw a Red Bull can at K Kapri in her face in the midst of them fighting. Once again, they can't fight because I feel like it just be a lot of nothing going on. I feel like K Kapri, you are way bigger than her. You're taller than her. You're bigger than her. I really thought that she was really gonna like go in on Wet Wet. Wet Wet is little. The only thing big on her is her boobs. Like, you really didn't even do a whole lot for somebody that's that much bigger than her. But she kept running around talking about how much she beat her up or whatever. And I'm just like, Lord bless it. And then Wet Wet standing on the counter, twerking, shaking her ass, the ass that she does not have. And I'm just like, oh Lord, here we go. So, and I did note on here that after K Kapri got the Red Bull thrown in her face. Lollipop said that she enjoyed it. And I was kind of like thrown off by that. Like, is there a beef brewing between Lollipop and K Kapri? Like, I don't know. Like, but you can tell that there's kind of like a little attitude that Lollipop, Jordan, Riri, all them kind of have. Like, they're just peasants. Like, they're just over it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they did win and they did lose their moment and their shine. So I can understand why they're kind of just like, y'all taking the focus off of us, you know, kind of thing. But I did notice they had a little, their nose was up just a little bit, you know, and maybe it's rightfully so. I don't know. But anywho, so, but Lollipop said she enjoyed that. And I was like, oh, but maybe it was just because it was like, ooh, the mess. But anywho, so K Kapri, once again, she was one of my favorites. I put that in my notes a couple times and I'm just kind of like, I don't like the way you've been moving, the way you're moving. I don't know what it is. I think she's battling with her own demons between her and her girlfriend that happened prior to her getting there. And then if you pay attention to everyone's lives on YouTube or just on Instagram or whatever, you know, K Kapri is getting a lot of backlash for coming off as a bully. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We'll touch on that more as the season goes on, as I look into it some more. You know what I'm saying? So Joseline was like, look, I'm gonna send Wet Wet home either way. Like, I don't want her here, telling K Kapri that. K Kapri goes to the back to go, you know, get some clothes on and stuff. And Gaia's little weird self is hiding under a desk. She's hiding under a desk. It was very weird. Like, it was very weird. And I was like, what is really going on? Like, it was so confusing. And poor Wet Wet, like, because she had just got into a whole nother scuffle with Raven, where Raven just ran out of nowhere and broke security. She ran out of nowhere, ran up, swung and fell. And then, you know, and then Wet Wet was on top of her. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ran up, like Wet Wet said, you ran up and get done up. Run up and get done up. Like, girl, how you gonna try to sneak attack her and don't even take the W? I don't get it, but okay. So, she's in the back. Like I said, Gaia's in the back hiding under a desk. Wet Wet's getting dressed. Wet Wet's just kind of like, you know, I'm not in the mood. Just leave me alone. And Gaia's like, demon come out of her. Like, saying all kinds of, like, just weird stuff. Like, get that demon out. And then Wet Wet's like, look, I'm not in the mood. Like, you know, kind of thing. And they end up holding each other. And I feel like once they started touching each other, it was going to go left from there. Because then out of nowhere, Gaia got in that little wrestling stance, and then it was all over from there. It was all over from there. And then they really end up fighting. Meanwhile, she's like, demon, get out of there. Gaia's talking about how she had this demon she's been fighting since she was 3 years old, and she wasn't big enough. Now she's big enough, so now she's gonna fight the demon. Just listening to Gaia talk, anytime she is on the screen, I'm just kind of like, I need to pray. I need to go to church, because it's so uncomfortable. Like, I'm just like, like we don't, it's weird. It's so weird. So Wet Wet looks bad after all this. When I say looks bad, I mean like her appearance. Like, her wig is off, you know, the net's still on her head, her teeth is bleeding from fighting, her boobs are out, shirt's ripped, she's screaming, veins are popping out of her head. And all I could think is she really looks like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Y'all know the precious. Yeah, Smeagol. That's all I could think of. And I feel bad saying that. I really do. But like, she had a rough day. She did. And rightfully so. You know, 4 people tried to jump her. And I don't like that. Like, not jump her, but like, I mean, well, 3 of them did jump her. But it was like a 4-on-1, like, kind of thing. 1 versus 4. And I didn't like that at all. So Joseline, you know, after all the commotion, she goes up to Wet Wet like, you know, what, you done started something again? And Wet Wet's like, hold on. She started with me. I went back there and she's hiding in the corner, popped out of nowhere. Security guard comes over and confirms, like, kind of backs her up, like, yeah, that is what happened. Gaia comes out. She's like, Gaia, what you doing? She was like, she's trying to fight me. And she's trying to fight me now. Like, you know, and everybody's like, what? Like, Joseline's like, look, y'all just want to fight. Y'all just want to fight one-on-one. Let's just do it. And she's like, I don't want to fight her. And Wet Wet's like, let's go, with boobs out and all. And all I could think about while all of them are fighting with their titties out, and I'm just kind of like, put your boobs up. Like, I feel like it's you're vulnerable with your boobs out like that. Like, if my boob gets like caught on the bed, I'm kind of like, ooh, like, I don't know. I wouldn't like that feeling. But anywho, so Gaia out of nowhere was just like, okay, let's do it. Gets back in her little wrestling stance. Slams poor Wet Wet, poor Wet Wet. Now, Wet Wet was getting some hits in on her noggin. And it really sounded like when you hear the hits. Like, so I couldn't tell if it was solid hits or like you would think that Gaia had like a hollow head where like it was weird. It was weird. But anywho, so Gaia did get the best of her overall. But, you know, Wet Wet did get some licks in it. At the end of the day, Wet Wet has been fighting all day. Fighting all kinds of people. She probably wore out. The poor thing was probably exhausted. She done had 100 fights that day. And mind you, in the midst of everything, it will cut to K Kapri just screaming and hollering all over the place. Oh, I want to fight her again. I'm not done. I beat your ass. She keeps telling how much she beat her ass. And K Kapri, you really didn't. Like, once again, you're way bigger than her. And you really didn't even do her that bad. You didn't. Stop talking about you beat her ass. You didn't beat nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Capri, I'm so disappointed in you. Like, I wanted you to handle yourself differently. I really did. I was very disappointed in her. And I'm not even a huge Wet Wet fan, but it's hard to not root for the underdog when so many people are coming after them. And I feel like Raven and Diamond, they're just wanting to just get airtime. And it sucks because Raven is really pretty. When you look at Raven, she is really cute, really pretty. But she annoys me. I'm not with none of that jumping stuff. It's not cute. It's not cool. You don't look tough. You look like a punk. You look like a coward. And you look like a follower. Because that's the second time y'all have done that to the person that everybody just happens to not like. In my opinion. But all in all, like, you know what I'm saying? Riri, Jordan, them, they're all over it. Like, y'all done stole our moment. Lexi's like, I'm over it. Somebody would have to go home. Everybody's like, somebody needs to go home. Lollipop said that too. And I agree. You can't expect for everyone to respect you in this cabaret and what you're trying to do when it's just chaos and confusion. It's more fighting than anything. Like, Amber was drama and crazy, but clearly she could do something because she made it to the top 5 dancing. You know what I'm saying now? You know, and she could have just done that to make Chanel mad. I don't know. But, you know, at least she can back that up. Like, I do start stuff a little bit, but I can dance though. You know what I mean? It's taken away from all that by all the craziness. Now, with it being a TV show, that's what we're here for. We want to see all the, you know, chaos and confusion. But it does, if Joseline wants people to respect her cabaret, she needs to get rid of some people. She was even still open to keeping Gaia. Why? I don't understand. Gaia need to go. And they need to figure out some type of way to, I don't want to say vote, because everyone's gonna just choose to get rid of Wet Wet because more people have problems with her and K Kapri, you know. But I do feel like they need to figure out some type of way, if the producers or something, either somebody need to go, there needs to be some type of punishment or something needs to happen, because it's too much. Like, you know. And even while Joseline was trying to talk later on to the girls, like, K Kapri was just dismissing it. Like, she just kept saying stuff like, nobody cares. Like, when they were trying to talk about what happened with Gaia and when nobody cares. Like, you know, like, now you're disrespecting Joseline. And it's just a lot. And I don't know. And it could just be K Kapri had a bad day. I don't know. But I'm not feeling her this episode. So hopefully she can turn around, change my opinion, because she was one of my favorites. So we'll see. We will definitely see. You know, yeah. So stay tuned for the rest of these reviews. If you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe down below to continue to get this good content. I will make sure to post the reviews the day that the episode comes out. As you can see, I'm on vacation and I am still recording. I'm still going to make sure to get this content out to you guys. But thank you all for sitting with me, and until next time, bye.